19 minutes late today. Hey.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, basically because of us tinkering with technical stuff, it really wasn't anybody's fault.
No, we can't. I don't blame anyone for that.
Although some people are saying 1 week and 19 minutes late.
Who's saying that already? Man.
Well, since we weren't here last week, but last week was a holiday week.
Exactly. I mean, what are you nuts? You think we're going to work out a holiday week?
Exactly.
Work. Well, let me know if everything sounds, because I'm at my new condo here, so I don't know. I have a little different of a
very
setup.
Nice, brother. Got a fireplace.
That balcony back here.
How come you don't have a bearskin rug down there? The ladies.
It's still messy, like you can see. I tried to angle the camera. There's a big, like, over to this side, over here to my right, I guess that would be. There's just shit everywhere.
Dude, I told you this room I'm in right now, I'm basically in the only spot in the room that is inhabitable. So the magic of the camera, as it were.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything over there. Yeah, over there.
It's like a magician. It's like I have cheesy poofs and old, like, Q101 billboards and autographs. All of it is to distract you. It's all to distract you from the junk that's all over here.
Exactly.
You can get a little bit of my bookshelf, a little bit of the books that I have down here.
The books you didn't read?
No,
the ones that they sent you?
Dude, they're all like copies that it's like, I would book somebody on the show and they would, so they send like a bunch of different review copies or a bunch of different copies. And I would send them. What would happen is, after we left Q101, it took me 3 days to clean out my office.
That was, and like the rest of us, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Like, open the door with your head.
You got one box and that's it. It took me 3 days to clean out my office. So I said, that's it. From now on, I'll just have them send everything to my house. That way I don't have to leave it from the office. But unfortunately, I end up with things like Ann Coulter books.
Oh my God.
From
here's the latest one from Ann Coulter.
From 10 years ago. So,
oh my God. Well, along with this new place I have here. By the way, let me know if my mic sounds okay, because it's a little echoey.
Sounds fine.
Sounds fine. Okay, good. So I have on my new stove, I have a flat top thing. The little flat top that you cook stuff on. That's a
like a grill, a plancha.
Yes. What would you call it? Like a flat top griddle or something?
Yeah, a griddle. Is it cast iron or is it non-stick?
I you know what? That's a good question. It's definitely non-stick, and it might be cast iron.
Okay.
But I made. Let's see if you can see this here.
But you can do fajitas on there. You can do pancakes. All kinds of stuff. It's a little grainy, but I'm seeing what the makings of what looks to be possibly a breakfast sandwich.
That's a bad angle, I guess. But what I made was a smash burger.
And
I can't believe saying this. It's better than being on a grill. It was so you take a ball, right, of meat, you put your seasoning on there, you throw some oil. Look, what I did was I threw a little olive oil, put some grilled onions, move the onions over, use the remnants, put the ball down, then you take a spatula,
smash it down.
I used a mashed potato thing, like to help push it, and you push it all the way down. You keep pushing till it's all like one big thin layer, and then it gets that crust. Then you flip it, put some cheese. Oh my God.
And that's why it's so good. Here's a science class, boys and girls. So it's that Maillard effect. That is the browning of the meat. And when you do a smash burger, that's that caramelization. That's that crust that you get on it when you splash it down flat like that, and it gets nice and dark, and that's flavor times 10.
Yeah. How's it better than the grill?
Like, so good.
Like, I'm a grill man myself. Like, I do everything on the grill, but man, this was maybe better. I couldn't believe it.
It's different. They're both great, you know, but now you have the option. If you're in the mood for that grilled taste burger, which you often are because you like Burger King and it has the grilled taste to it. If you're in the mood for that grilled taste burger, you can get the grilled taste burger by doing it on the grill. But if you're in the mood for that caramelization, that unique taste that you're not going to just get in a frying pan.
You see what I have here right now?
And you absolutely can't get it in a non-stick pan. The only other way you could get it is if you had a cast iron, because the non-stick's not going to get hot enough. You've got that option too.
So check this out.
Are those fillets?
These are grilled pork chops that I made today on the grill.
Okay. Nice.
And Mariano's had them for like $2 a pound or something.
Yeah,
so
they had the tomahawks on sale a couple of weeks ago too.
Yeah, yesterday they weren't on sale because I was looking at the tomahawks. But here's what I did with those pork chops.
Nice.
I made a delicious pork chops.
You went Maxwell Street style on it.
Some pickles, extra mayo,
pickles and some mayonnaise, and mustard. Put in a sandwich. Onions. That's Maxwell Street style.
Hey, there's Tim Sabian.
Hey, Tim.
Tim Sabian, the man who took my podcast and put it on Howard Stern's Sirius channel.
Nice.
This is the guy who I was doing a podcast in my bedroom, not this podcast. I was podcasting like 2009, by the way, when no one was podcasting. This man, Tim Sabian, took that podcast, sent it to Howard Stern and Baba Booey. They listened and they put us on Howard Stern's channel. This man here, Tim Sabian.
Nice.
My compliments to him. That's my favorite guy. That's my favorite guy of all time.
I wish I worked with good people.
Hey, one day you can work with Tim. Who knows? Tim's the man.
Right. That's right. Here you go, Mr. Sabian. Cream and sugar, just like you like it.
Hey, look at Trash Man Tim said Abe looks like he's down 69. Get it? 69 pounds. Hell yeah.
Yes.
I am down about 30 pounds.
Good for you.
So
that's awesome.
You know,
I'm losing weight in all the wrong places.
Oh, in the junk area?
No, I'm losing weight not in the stomach where I need to lose the weight. I'm losing it in the face. I'm losing it in my arms, my shoulders.
You want to lose it there.
Legs.
That, by the way, Tim Sabian loves eating shit just like us. So when he's in town next Roker, you'll have to come out with us because
absolutely
we're going to do an O'Cheval night with Tim Sabian. This is the top guy right here, Tim Sabian.
I literally had O'Cheval pop up on my phone today. So I was there, I think 3 years ago exactly today. It wouldn't have been last year, but it was either 2 or 3 years ago exactly. I was at O'Cheval. I have a lot of food that pops up on my
and your memories.
I have a lot of food that pops up on my phone, on my apps that like tell you what you did a year from ago and stuff like that.
Do you know what you and I 5 years ago on Saturday we were at the McGregor fight where
it wasn't the McGregor fight.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different one. No,
I thought it was at UFC 200.
Well, this is different because 5 years ago, as of I believe Saturday, we were at the McGregor Chad Mendes fight.
Tomahawk.
Let's see.
A year ago. Tomahawk. A year ago.
Did Claire make that? Your wonderful wife?
Claire, my wonderful wife, did make that, as a matter of fact.
Nice.
Very nice. No, actually, we're both right. 4 years
both
ago.
Fights. Yeah.
Because it was always UFC, week is that week in July. So we were at the McGregor Chad Mendes fight, which was amazing. 4 years ago.
That was the greatest fight. So if you remember on that card,
that was the greatest live card I've ever seen. Those two fights.
Well, don't forget, you had the Rory McDonald Robbie Lawler fight on that card,
which they looked like
two zombies.
Their faces looked like hamburger meat once that fight was over. It was unbelievable. And then you had the main event, which was the McGregor fight, to which we got doused with with beer. If you can imagine a fat black guy from the south side of Chicago and an exotic from the south side of Chicago sitting in the middle of a crowd in Las Vegas, just surrounded by Irishmen. And I'm not talking about 95th and Western Irishmen. I'm talking about from Ireland Irishmen. And McGregor wins, and they just go crazy.
It was nuts. And they were jumping around, splashing beer everywhere. It was
and we knew it was going to be bad because at 9:00 in the morning, they were stumbling around drunk around Las Vegas.
Yeah, it was.
Remember, we would ride the tram.
Could you hear this, Roker?
I cannot.
You can't hear that? Okay, never mind. I have audio from that event right here, but I guess
they rode we were riding the tram to the event, and they were all drunk on the tram. We're like, the fight's not even close to starting.
Yeah, it was great.
Here's my Au Cheval from
nice.
4 years ago. Delish. Back when I used to get the bacon on it.
Wait, you don't get the bacon anymore?
I get it on the side. I get separate bacon. I get separate
of
bacon.
Course.
Listen to the SLOB show. I talk about it.
That's right.
So 4 years ago, we were at the McGregor.
I think it was 5 McGregor because it was 2016, I believe.
Okay, and then the year before that, we were at UFC 200, which was the grand opening of T-Mobile Arena.
Yes.
And the main event kept getting changed because people kept getting hurt. Yeah. And the main event ended up being Miesha Tate.
And Amanda Nunes.
Yes.
And then it was supposed to be Cormier and John Jones originally.
Yeah, which sounds better today than it did then because Amanda Nunes has become who she is.
Yeah.
And then we went to the McGregor Mayweather fight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
As well. So
we also went to the McGregor Jose Aldo fight where we went to get our tickets at the wrong time and then they gave away our tickets.
Yes, but we still got in.
We didn't get it. We got into watching the media room.
We still got in though. This was the time that just popped up was when we were talking to the Elvis impersonators.
Yeah.
We're Elvis impersonators in McDonald's and stuff like that. If you remember that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause the Elvis was taking a dump in McDonald's, if you remember, and he put his Elvis.
Well, how do you do that with the jumpsuit and all that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. He had his outfit on over. You could you walk in the bathroom, you just see an Elvis costume.
And Abe and I have gone Halloweening with him as Elvis and me as CeeLo.
We did that 2 years in a row.
Yeah, you can still go as Elvis. I can't go as CeeLo anymore because people are gonna be like,
CeeLo's a rapist now, right, or something?
That? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. And that was Abe Cannon that said that. And
no, he was.
He said allegedly.
He got in trouble for alleged. Let me look it up right now. He got alleged. CeeLo Green.
Hey, I just found out about Britney's conservatorship, so I'm a little behind.
Let's see. CeeLo Green, what should I put in? Rape. CeeLo Green, he did not have consent. Rape allegations. Right here.
Allegations.
Well, whatever.
Right.
I mean,
but that would just be my luck that I have a bunch of photos floating around with me as CeeLo Green.
What does that say, Roker?
CeeLo Green's rape allegations and controversial lyrics surfaced following his criticism of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Isn't it funny how he was like such a lovable character, and now they always find these pictures of him now where he looks completely fucked up and like a predator?
They do that. They find characters where they find these pictures. They're always kind of like National Enquirer type pictures, where it's just like the worst.
Yeah,
like where they're screaming and yelling.
Hey, CeeLo, if you were accused of rape many times, maybe just keep your mouth shut next time. Like, what's he doing? Dude, people forgot about you, and now you're going to comment on Megan Thee Stallion? Really?
Well, like, maybe he was asked.
So what? He should just say, hey, I got nothing to say.
That's true. That's true. But as you watch us on Facebook or Twitch or Twitter, or it looks like even a couple of YouTube, and what's the other one?
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Yes, and there's another one. I just can't think of it. The old one, the one that used to be owned by Facebook or whatever. But anyway, people. Oh, you're talking about Periscope or something? Periscope, yes.
Well, Periscope is Twitter now. It just it comes up as a Periscope logo, but it's actually Twitter.
The point I'm trying to make is people have opinions, and they can't wait to let other people hear them.
Yeah.
So,
but if you're accused of rape, you should probably just relax.
No, that's true. That's true.
It's probably a mistake.
That's true. And of course, my lovely wife, Claire. Hello, Claire, who's listening. Just texted me this photo.
Ah, yes.
Of me.
Very nice.
As CeeLo. I think that's a damn good CeeLo, quite frankly.
That's pretty good. That's very good. Yeah. Oh, isn't this our boy Chad Taylor, the guy who went to Arby's for us last week to check out the potato cakes?
Yes.
Yeah, or 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh, by the way, today is National French Fry Day.
Oh.
So there's free fries all over the place. Check your apps. Burger King, McDonald's. There's free fries everywhere today.
See, I can't go out just for free fries. You seem like that you'd be willing to go somewhere just for the free fries.
If I were out, I would. I did go to McDonald's for like a free Sunday.
That's like 99 cents.
But if I were out, I would stop somewhere probably for free fries. But I'm just saying, if you're going to McDonald's today, you're going to Burger King today, or wherever you're going, check the app because you're probably going to get free fries.
I didn't even look. See, I made all these. I made like 15 pork chops. So now I'm going to be eating pork chops for a few days.
Don't let them get dry on you.
What do you do? Do you put some like apple juice on them or something? What do you do?
When I warm them up, I try if they've been in the fridge for a little while, I warm them up. I let them. I take them out of the fridge for a little while before I rewarm them. That way, they're not ice cold when you're trying to rewarm them, and then they'll seize up. They're just kind of room temperature, and then you can just kind of gently heat it back through, and they're good and juicy.
One of the most important tips when doing this is even with like meat, always let it get to like I made a tomahawk a few months ago. I let it sit out for hours. And then I seasoned it, and it was like the meat was just like perfect.
Yeah,
the longer you let it sit out
of the fridge and go right to the grill with it or something like that, it's just gonna seize up on you. It's gonna shrivel. It's just not good. Yeah, you want it to be nice and flat. You want it to take all that heat on, get a sear on it. You did it exactly right.
Maybe next week, Roker, you should come here and we could eat some of these delicious burgers. Some
people can watch us eat.
Yeah, I mean, we've never done one where we eat. I mean, you could sit right here, right next to me, right here. I have another. We could nice setup. We'll be right next to each other.
I just figured that we'd never see each other again. Now that we can do this, that's what I figured.
But then we could eat. Like we could do something with the eating next week.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe we'll go to Au Cheval and we'll bring a burger or something.
We'll see.
Maybe we'll show people that bacon technique.
That's right.
There's a lot of things we can do.
Do you know yet if Au Cheval is still doing carry out?
I believe they are through Caviar. I think that's the one, but they have an outdoor seating now.
Oh, because they probably they shut down all that inner Randolph so that you can sit outside. Yeah. Probably
So
that for the whole rest of the summer.
Which inner Randolph never made sense anyway. It should have always been like that, right?
Well, that's kind of how, and Randolph isn't a boulevard, but there's lots of streets around here. I live off of a boulevard, and it kind of has an inner and an outer area. And it's just kind of like, it's like a local and an express lane, basically.
Yeah.
You know, the inside is for going through and the outside is for stopping.
I need to make a request because now that I live over here, it's like, it takes me
want to hear?
Let's hear, I want to hear Too Late for Love. You know, I have to get out of my car now to get coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, whereas when I was in Oak Lawn, I would just go right in the drive-thru, right? Why is there not a drive-thru? Why is there no drive-thrus at all near downtown or the north side? Like anywhere near downtown, there is not a drive-thru anywhere.
And you know what? You make a great point because, you know, you would think there would be drive-thrus in the areas where there's little to no parking.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're a Dunkin' Donuts and you're in a strip mall or something, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But if you're downtown area, something like that, where there's little or no parking, how about it? Maybe I'm assuming it's maybe a zoning issue or something like that. Who knows? I mean, you know, what if you had 10 cars in the drive-thru and they were seeping out into the street and you're downtown, now you've got a total catastrophe.
Well, Portillo's has a drive-thru
in the neighborhood. Well, that's
Portillo's
true.
It's always spilling out.
They've got that down to a science, though.
Yeah.
They've got that down to a minimum wait time where they are really rushing you through that. I guess the McDonald's right across the street from the Portillo's.
Yeah. The Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Yeah. Is it still called the Rock and Roll McDonald's? I know they redid it.
No, it's called like the douchebag McDonald's now. It just looks like they had the coolest. The Rock and Roll McDonald's was the coolest McDonald's by far. Now it's just like, oh, it's our Midwest Maine McDonald's. Like no one cares now. It's just a McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I wanted to go to the Rock and Roll McDonald's. Like it was like a destination.
Oh, it's hilarious because you'd be like downtown. Like I'd be like chasing white women over at Excalibur or something like that. And you see like all the 16 and 17-year-olds like hanging out at the Hard Rock and the McDonald's, the Rock and Roll McDonald's down there. So it's the only place they could go.
And the Rainforest Cafe.
The Rainforest Cafe, which is closed now.
Man. But if someone has money, you should open up, and it would be really nice if it was had coffee at, like if you could open up a Starbucks that's open at 4 a.m. downtown with a drive-thru, you would make so much money. You'd make an ungodly amount of money. I don't get it.
Anybody who's going to work at 4 a.m. is going to want coffee.
Exactly.
I mean, there's no question about it.
And then I tried going to the one on like Michigan and Washington, and there's like 500 people. Like it's so shady out there. There's all these homeless people all around. There's people like in the alleys. There's people sleeping inside. It's like, man, now I got a
Starbucks app.
No, I'm talking about, I have all the apps, but I'm just saying like it would be nice to have a drive-through.
Well, just pre-order on the app so that all you have to do is
no, I do that. I do that, but it's still like
no place to park. You can't. It's still tough. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I went to another one this morning. It wasn't as bad. So, but I prefer drive-through. I'm lazy.
Well, you know,
can't have it all.
No argument from me, Abe.
I know you like drive-throughs. Oh, so check. Okay, so we had a little work thing at a bar, and have you ever been to Halal Brothers or Halal Guys?
They still do work things. They still do.
It was the first one.
Wow.
But
I've got a coupon for Halal Guys, but I've never been there.
So I got the combo, which is chicken, gyro meat, and it had to have been a gallon of white sauce all over it.
Okay. Yeah.
So my car was parked at the radio station, which was like a block away from that place. I had to go up to the radio station to use the bathroom at like 11 p.m. I came down, was halfway to my car. I had to go back up again to use the bathroom again.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get something straight. Your station outing was not at Halal Guys, right?
No, it was at a bar right down the street.
Okay, yeah. All right. So you went to Halal Guys after the station outing.
Exactly.
Because they probably just had finger food, if that.
Well, they had food, but I don't want to sit. Like, once you're done with all the people, do you really want to go sit down now and eat? You know?
Well, yeah.
And plus, because you know the way I like to eat, I like my stuff disgusting.
You like, yes. So you didn't want anybody to see that gallon.
No, I want to be alone. Exactly. I want to be alone with it.
A little me time.
So I ran to the bathroom and like they were mopping. It was like 11 p.m. or something. They were mopping the floors. The elevator wouldn't go up. I'm like, please, the elevator's not working. So then I was up there for like a long time. Halfway to my car, I'm like, got to go back. And I had to go back again.
Oh, no. Wow.
See, this is the problem. See, you and I have the great, what would you call us? Like, what are the, like, not foodies, but like people who have, what do you always say about yourself, that you have a great palate or whatever?
I do have a fantastic palate.
Two guys like us that really, we know how to enjoy food properly. It's unfortunate that I've been cursed with this thing where I have to go to the bathroom immediately. It's not fair.
Yeah, that's tough. I know people like that. I know people. I'm like, didn't you just go to the bathroom? Like, gotta go again.
Yeah, like right now, after eating those pork chops like 2.5 hours ago, I might have to cut this podcast short. I might have to run that way.
Because see, this is why I don't eat before I go. I space it out enough between me eating and going to a bar. Very rarely will you see me eat at a bar, because I'm not at a bar to eat. I'm at a bar to drink. I will go to a restaurant to eat. This is drinking time now.
Yeah.
And people, hey, we got some jalapeno poppers. That's great. That's not going to go really well.
Yeah.
With these 12 beers I'm about to have. So you have some jalapeno poppers and your sweet potato fries, and you enjoy yourself. I'm here to drink.
Yeah, because the minute you start eating, it's like it's over.
And I've told you this before. I would get myself Uber, and
which is when your wife picks you up, of course.
Yes, that's my wife, Claire. Uber. Yes, pick me up from the bar. Yes, and we would go. I'm hungry. Get me something. Let's stop somewhere. So we'll stop somewhere. I'll go home. I'll eat it. Get up the next day and go, why does the inside of my mouth taste like shit? Oh yeah, I had
tastes like shit.
I had Taco Bell at like 3 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
So, and don't remember eating it. So I told her, I said, from now on, when you pick me up at the bar and I tell you, let's go somewhere and get me something to eat, just tell me you did. And don't do it. Because I'm not going to remember.
Yeah.
And my gut will thank me for it the next morning.
Yeah.
And it's true. This is absolutely true. Like, I would wake up and I'd be like bloated, and I'm like, why am I bloated? And then
you're like, it's not my normal morning bloating. This is a different type of bloating.
Oh man. She's like, oh, you don't remember those 10 White Castles you had last night? White Castle? Yeah, you begged me to go to White Castle. He said we had to go to White Castle. Get me 5 breakfast sandwiches and 5 cheeseburgers. No pickle.
Jesus. Is that what you get from there?
I love getting the breakfast sandwiches.
I know, but you eat 10, really?
I used to eat 20.
Oh my God.
I used to eat
20. Wait, you would eat 20 by yourself? I don't even think I've ever done that.
Oh yeah. But now I can't really even eat 10 unless I'm drunk, because I'm just shoveling it in and I don't even notice it. Yeah. Right. If you and I were to go to White Castle right now, I'd be good with 5. I mean, there have been times where I've been embarrassed because me and Claire would buy food and we'd start eating it, and like I'm kind of getting full. I'm like, what's happening to me? I used to be able to dust all this.
It's embarrassing for you.
It's embarrassing for me. I'm like, I used to be able to eat all this, and now I'm like, I'm getting full. Hate that.
When's the last time you did the Maggianos family style? Have you ever done that?
Have I ever done I've never done the family style at Maggianos. I've done the family style at Buca di Beppo.
Buca di Beppo? Didn't you do it at La Scarola too, right?
I don't know if I did family style at La Scarola. I mean, if I did it, I didn't order it family style. I was with somebody that ordered family style.
Well, I went to Maggianos for my for a family birthday thing, and we did the family. It's $35 a person. But here, let me tell you everything you get, okay? And all of it is all you can eat, okay? First, you get bread with the oil and all that stuff.
Right.
Then you get 2 appetizers. You get to pick any 2, and then the 2 that you pick, they just bring it nonstop. So if you get calamari, you could just keep saying, bring more calamari. Bring more stuffed mushrooms. Then you get your choice of any salad you want. You get to get as much as you want. If you bring 10 people there, you're each paying $35. You could sit there and eat salad for 20 hours if you want.
What is there a minimum number of people you need to eat family style?
4.
Okay.
Okay, then they give you 2 pasta dishes. We got gnocchi and stuffed ravioli. They keep bringing it. You keep getting it. You get 2 mains. So we got chicken parmesan and chicken marsala.
Wow.
They just keep, then you get 2 desserts. So we got bread, calamari, stuffed mushrooms, house salad, gnocchi, stuffed ravioli, chicken marsala, chicken parmesan, New York cheesecake, and butter cake. And it was nonstop. And I was in the bathroom over there for about 45 minutes.
How are their bathrooms? I think
it was pretty good.
Okay, good.
The cleanest bathroom
is a different one.
This is the one on Grand. Yep.
Okay. My buddy used to be the chef over at that one way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
But
that didn't help me out at all. But
no, it didn't help you out at all. It was a long time ago. But that's a good deal. See, I didn't even know they had that. I haven't been to Maggianos in years. That's a pretty good deal. $35 a person.
It really is, especially if you keep eating it. You get the mains and you have them bring multiple. Hey, we need more chicken parmesan. We need more gnocchi. We need more stuffed ravioli.
See, but they didn't know that they were dealing with you and people of your ilk, because those are all very filling foods that you're ordering.
An expert.
So they're not expecting a lot of refills of pastas and chicken parms and, things of that nature. Those are all really, really filling.
But one of the moves is you get a couple extra plates and then you take it to go. So you'll ask for some more chicken parmesan. Whatever's left, you take to go. But they also do that thing at Maggiano's where you pay, I think $5.99 and you get a pasta to go.
An entree to go.
No,
yeah. Sometimes
it's
free.
Super cheap.
The times I've been there, it's been free.
Yeah. But whatever's left on your table, you just take it to go. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Well, if you can take it to go, that's awesome. Because that's definitely another meal or two.
Oh yeah.
When you get home.
When I was talking about the bathrooms, still the cleanest bathrooms ever and the nicest are Fogo de Chão on LaSalle. Easily. I like calling it Fogo de Chão.
Well, everybody calls it Fogo de Chão. Everybody. So they're at the point now where they don't fight it at all. They don't care because that's what everybody calls it.
I feel weird calling it Fogo de Chão.
They know what you're talking about. Everybody knows what. I'll put it this way: if you start talking about Fogo de Chão, nobody's going to know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
They're going to maybe assume you're talking about Fogo de Chão, but they're thinking maybe it's someplace new.
Yeah. Oh, it's some new place. Some other Brazilian steakhouse. But yeah, those are still the cleanest bathrooms ever. Well, Rooker, you had to go early today. Well, not early, but since we started late. Yeah. So what do you last thing before we go? How was the Windy City Smokeout?
Oh, the Windy City Smokeout was excellent. As a matter of fact, I have some left because I was full. It was one of those things where Windy City Smokeout is one of those things where it's got barbecue from all over the country, and you've got a wristband like this.
Oh my God, you saved it? You don't save your wristband.
No, this is an old one. This one's from the 2016
why do you have it?
Open Air Fest.
Why is it sitting there?
It just is. I told you, I'm in the only part of the room that is inhabitable. I can, we can. Here's some World Series of Poker playing cards. So it's got the RFID on it, and so you load that up with money, and you just use that to buy food with. You know what I'm saying? Nope, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. You may have, are you back? I can hear myself, and I can see myself, and I can see you, but I can't hear you. And they're saying your mic is dead. Am I being heard at this time? I can save this story till next week. The moral of the story was I brought a lot of food home. Thank you, Paul. Paul is saying that you can hear me, but not Abe. The moral of the story is I had a lot of food left over, a lot of money left over on my wristband. So I got a bunch of food and brought it home. So I've got pulled pork sandwiches here and brisket and things of that nature. Oh, I think you're back, Abe. I heard.
Am I back?
Something.
Am I back?
That might have been your stomach. You're back.
But you can hear me, right? You can hear me. Yes, we can hear you.
No, I couldn't hear you that whole time.
Oh, you couldn't hear me the whole time?
I could not hear you that whole time. For
now you could last
60 seconds. I can hear you now. You're fine.
Okay, cool. All right, so tell us that story real quick.
So you put money on your wristband and then you use that to buy food. And so I had bought food and had some stuff and it was tasty, but I was full. So I wasn't going to leave with all this money on my wristband being useless. So I went around to different places and got a pulled pork sandwich from here, a whole hog sandwich from there, brisket from here, blah, blah, blah.
A whole hog.
Somebody might have had Ziploc bags in their purse or not. I'm not saying. I love you, Claire. And so,
oh my God,
took a bunch of food home. And so,
wow,
those are leftovers.
Are you not supposed to take it home?
No. What else are you supposed to do? No, you're fine. Do whatever you want with it.
But you're just embarrassed that she had a purse full of
Ziploc
bags?
I'm the one who told her to take Ziploc bags.
Why don't you just bring a garbage bag?
That's a good question.
Why not?
Like, that's right. That's what I should have done because it rained. So I should have put a garbage bag over my head. I use it as a poncho and then tie it up and use it to bring food home with at the end.
That'd been hilarious if you brought a garbage bag.
But I highly recommend next year that you go to the Windy City Smokeout if you are a fan of barbecue. And there's a ton of beer there, ton of different drinks.
Country music, shitty country music, right?
Well, the country music it's background music. I mean, it's what you want it to be. There were a lot of people who were there for the music. There were a lot of people when so-and-so goes on stage, they're going to be at the stage so they can watch that show. For me, it was background music. And it was fine.
Hey, look at Ryan Reed. My grandma used the Ziploc bag technique back in the day at Old Country Buffet.
Dude, I had a girlfriend use the Ziploc bag on me at Shakey's. Shakey's in Calumet City. I know somebody out there remembers the Shakey's in Calumet City.
Sounds delicious.
Home of the fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and Jell-O on the same plate. And pudding. So she went and took some took some fried chicken, took a bunch of fried chicken, put it in her purse. We're walking out, and some fried chicken falls out of her purse. And she turns to me and goes, Kenneth. I'm like, don't Kenneth me.
Yeah.
Blame this one on me.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
Your girlfriends used to call you Kenneth?
That was the only one. All the girls used to call me Kenny. Kenny sounds sexy.
Yeah, Kenny does sound better.
That's right.
Were you like a nerd, chubby kid, or were you like cool? Kenneth. I mean, when you were Kenneth, how old were you? 19 or something?
No, well, she was. I mean, at that point, I would have probably been about 19 or so.
What was she? Was she 40 or was she 15?
No, she's the same age.
Okay.
Same age.
Why is she calling you Kenneth?
But most ladies called me Kenny back in the day.
So where did you meet this lady, at the library?
No, we went to college together.
Oh, at Columbia?
Yeah.
Is that the one who you cheated on with your wife Claire?
I don't know. I can't. Well, yeah.
I mean, didn't you dump someone for Claire? Weren't you like?
Yes, I did. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Was it her or someone else?
Yes.
Oh, look at that! Claire stole you right up.
Just snatched me right up.
She's like, Kenneth, that's Kenny. She goes, oh, I know Kenny.
He's mine. Kenny is mine.
Yeah, Kenny's mine. You can have Kenneth. You can have that little bitch Kenneth. I want Kenny. I want that badass Kenny, not that little bitch Kenneth. I love that picture of you where you have the flat top, because you look 15 years younger right now than you did back then. I think you were like 14 in that picture.
We've been trying to like box stuff up in the house, and so every now and then we come across pictures, and we're like, how is it that we look younger now than we did when we were 26? Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'll have to find some of those photos. There's a picture of me and my wife. We went to the Big 12 championship game in football at Reliance Stadium. It just opened up in Houston, and we went there, and so we're taking everybody's photos, and they give you like the little little paper frame to put it in that says Big 12 at the bottom or whatever. And we look like one of those photos of the parents you see on Dateline. You know what I'm talking about? It's like so-and-so came from a nice Midwest family, and they show like the mother and father, and it's like a picture from like 1964. That's what that picture looked like from us, except it was like 2004. It was very, very sad. Very sad.
So now you're Roker. You don't even.
That's right. It's different. A whole different. Dude, it's a whole different animal now.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing now.
Yeah.
When Roker takes a picture,
because there's no bigger badass than being named after Al Roker, the Weatherman.
That's exactly right.
I love how you took. Right. I love so like you got that nickname because they said you either looked or sounded like Al Roker, right? So
sounded, yeah. Because at the time, Mancal, the only person on the show, broadcasting from the same studio as Freak.
Yeah,
and so Freak was the only one who had ever seen me. Everybody, Turd, Irma, Mancal, everyone else had never seen me before. And I start talking and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you sound like that guy on television. And I'm like, who? Al Roker? And they're like, yeah. And I was like 385 and had wire rim glasses. So I looked like him too. So it just.
And you were Kenneth at this point?
No, I was, well, no, I was, it's too good a story to say at the end of this podcast. I'll have to save it for another day.
Okay, but you were you already a Kenny at that point, right?
To the rest of America.
Yeah.
Well, I was Kenny. I was the only person I was really Kenneth to was that one girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Others and other, other ladies and other female.
But no
friends.
one calls you Kenny. No, I wouldn't mind calling you Kenny. I think that's a good name for you.
Some people still call me Kenny. Every now and then.
Our boy Josh calls you Kenny. I didn't realize that was actually your name back then. Hey, what's up, Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny all the time. Yeah, you're right. Congratulations, Josh. Looks like you just got married, according to Facebook.
Oh, he did? Nice.
Yeah.
I might start calling you Kenny. I like that.
Because
Roker, it's like you. How did you take a guy, this buttoned up weatherman, and turn it into this degenerate character? You used his name as the most degenerate character.
First of all, Kenny,
when I think of Roker, I'm thinking of the Bunny Ranch. I'm thinking of gambling, eating, everything disgusting. It'd be like me calling
amazing I haven't gotten a cease and desist from the Roker family years ago.
Could you imagine if I called myself like Stephen Hawking Jr. and I was a porn star or something? That's what it's like. All right. We'll wrap it up on that. Roker, what's your regular podcast? How can people find that?
That is Roker Radio. You can find it wherever you can find your podcast. The easiest is just to subscribe to it on Apple Podcasts. And I'll have some new content coming up from the Windy City Smokeout shortly. And I've gotten a lot of tips, interviewing a lot of those pit masters from around the country. And getting tips from them.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I call the segment Rib Tips.
I like that. In fact, Rib Tips should have been the lead segment of the Slob Show today. I feel like you're misusing that content. Rib Tips would be the A segment here on the Slob Show. You're going to bury Rib Tips on your regular podcast.
No. I got to save a little something for my brand.
That's right.
I got to save a little something for my brand.
All right, cool. Well, we'll be back next Tuesday. At 3:15 3:15ish.
3:15ish, yes.
Later.